Musk is not dumb, and he just said I didn't understand
That's ridiculous. He's lying. Jillian, he's lying.
Okay.
He's lying. He's actually lying to you.
Did you look at the cast review?
This is the most powerful, richest man on earth, and he's dumb. Give me a break.
So you think he was for it and then just changed his mind? I don't know.
I think he's a terrible parent who wasn't available to his kids, and his daughter is speaking out because he's trying to claim her narrative. He's making up ridiculous gay tropes about her, saying, I knew he was gay because he said fabulous lot. The daughter, who's now daughter, is saying, this is not true. He's using it for his whatever demented reason this man is doing it, but everything he says is untrue. Family members have said it's untrue.
That's fair.
And for him to pretend he didn't know what was going on here's a person who tells you how smart he is every day of the week and twice on Sunday, and here he's dumb. Give me a break.
But okay, so then you would argue that he just wasn't available.
I think he's a terrible parent.
That's fair. Well, then we'll table that and we'll leave him out. I'm telling you that within the cast review and within the WPATH files, the parents have been told, if you don't support your child in this, they'll become suicidal. That is the narrative. So the parents are like, oh my God, like I don't want my child to become suicidal. I want them to think I don't love them. And then the transitioning begins. The medicalization piece begins. And that's the part that I personally find, based on the cast review and the WPATH files, alarming. And it has...
For some kids. Other kids very much should move down these roads.
Do you understand that when you block puberty,
yes, I do
you're impacting the development of their brain?
I do understand.
So how is that okay?
They should be older.
You and I are here.
That's correct.
But then you and I just landed on the same...
You know why they're weaponizing?
Clara, then we're here together.
Yes, but they're weaponizing it for something else. I'm always paying attention.
So tell me how then I fight for the thing that you just agree with me on.
You get together with all kinds of doctors. You get together with people who aren't political, who don't have good facts, and acknowledge that, look, I just interviewed Anthony Fauci. The demonization of Anthony Fauci is fascinating to watch. Scientists make mistakes all the time around. I'm not going to get into vaccines with you at this point.
No, I don't actually know a lot about them, I'll be honest. I would love to explore them.
I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to do that. But nonetheless, look.
I can't speak on it.
Look, when you're in the middle of a pandemic, you try your best to figure out what's happening on the ground. Some of them are mistakes, some of them are not. What happens? Weaponization of something that should not be political, which is, you're in the middle of a pandemic, science makes mistakes, they do things that are right. You could argue either way. Was Trump fast enough? There's a report out today that said 250,000 people that died didn't need to. I don't know. Let's bring actual experts in to talk about these things instead of making it a right-wing or a left-wing talking point. It's all being used. Things that aren't political have become political.
I agree.
Something like when and where people who want to change their gender should be able to do it, should be part of a good discussion.
Even Charlie Kirk, who's crazy on the right, just
crazy. I'm with you.
I'm with Kirk. No, but
another just persistent liar.
He's crazy on the right side, right? Even he says, I don't care what you do. It's the kid part of this.
But he does care what you do. He's lying to you.
Oh, that's fair.
He constantly talks about...
But he's not making an issue of it, that part of it right now.
But every other party is. Like, I'm just saying, they make so much noise over here while they're actually doing damage over here. And that's my problem.
Don't disagree that there is damage going on both sides. All I want
there isn't damage going on both sides. There is a lot of
the detransitioning kids.
Some of the detransitioning kids, yes, I have.
Okay.
It's a small group of people.
It isn't Mama. I'm sorry, Mama is a nickname.
That's all right. I am a mother.
It isn't. It's a thing. It's a term of affection that my friends and I don't know where I would dare call you that. I apologize. With that said,
that's what my children call
it's not meant to be insulted.
Again.
In my opinion, when Abigail Schreier was on with Bill, she said, since her book came out in 2020, Irreversible Damage, tens of thousands of kids have been transitioned, and I thought that's absurd now. And in fact, she's right. And it also is a huge business for Big Pharma. And my point is, I just want to allow a kid's brain to develop.
Let me ask you a question. Why? Tell me why. I know you're in health, but this obviously it gets you going, correct? this issue?
Because they're kids.
Okay.
And I feel that they're the most vulnerable population. It's a very big business. It has a compound annual growth rate of 9+%, right? You've got Lupron from AbbVie that has made almost $1 billion a year. It's a huge industry.
Absolutely.
So I am worried about the children. And
see, but what you're constructing there is this idea that there's all these. It's a conspiracy-minded. You're not conspiracy-minded.
So you don't think Big Pharma is concerned?
I think I think I have lots of problems with Big Pharma. I've done tons of interviews with people like Amy Klobuchar trying to cut drug prices, Mark Cuban, everything else. But the idea that government is out to get you, companies are out to get you. It's unusual coming from me, but that it's part of a larger, darker conspiracy is the ugly part of the American experience. That there's all these forces gathering together. Look, there's a lot of abuses. There's a lot of abuses by pharmaceutical companies. There's no question about that. But instead of having a real discussion with people, everyone has to go into their camps and decide, oh, it's Big Pharma trying to kill you. Like it's like it's a Hollywood movie. This is not a Hollywood movie. It's something we can all get together, create really smart expertise, argue the points, and then figure out a way forward.
And I'm here to talk about them. So again, when you look at the CAS review, it's a 4-year.
Although now there's been questions around that too.
By guess who?
Lots of people. Lots of people. No, but it's not.
Keeping it real with Jillian Michaels.